The Freedom Rides Museum. In Montgomery, Alabama, there is a Greyhound bus station that has been converted into the Freedom Rides Museum. This museum honors the groups of volunteers who made history by challenging the practice of segregated interstate travel through the South. These volunteers included clergy and college students, black and white, young and old, but all with a great sense of solidarity and courage. They were protesting the non-enforcement of the United States Supreme Court decisions Morgan v. Virginia and Boynton v. Virginia, which ruled that segregated public buses were unconstitutional. The riders in 1961 successfully completed their journey through Virginia, the Carolinas, and Georgia. However, they encountered violent and horrific situations in Alabama. A white segregationist mob attacked and burned one of the two buses they were traveling in outside Anniston. The second bus group of riders faced violence from the Ku Klux Klansmen in Birmingham, while the city police deliberately held back. The original goal was to complete the journey in New Orleans for a rally. The first group of riders was stopped in Birmingham and had to fly to New Orleans. Other riders decided to complete the journey, including John Lewis. On the morning of May 20th, the Freedom Rides resumed with the bus carrying the riders traveling toward Montgomery at 90 miles per hour, protected by a contingent of the Alabama State Highway Patrol. The Highway Patrol abandoned the bus and riders at the Montgomery city limits. At the Montgomery Greyhound station on South Court Street, a white mob awaited. On May 20th, 1961, the Freedom Riders completed their journey, stepped off a bus in Montgomery, Alabama, and were attacked by an angry mob. They beat the Freedom Riders with baseball bats and iron pipes. This is the site of the Freedom Rides Museum. The Freedom Rides continued through the summer throughout the South. There were many groups of riders who volunteered to fill in as each subsequent group was attacked, hospitalized, or jailed. The strategy was to continue to be arrested and to fill the jails. While in jail, they used nonviolent strategies, including singing freedom songs, to continue their protest. On November 1st, 1961, the new ICC rule took effect with the following changes. Passengers were permitted to sit wherever they pleased on interstate buses and trains. White and colored signs were removed from the terminals. Racially segregated drinking fountains, toilets, and waiting rooms serving interstate customers were consolidated, and the lunch counters began serving all customers, regardless of race. I learned about nonviolent resistance and the power of solidarity and courage that led to change in racial segregation. This helped me to see the importance of getting involved, working together, and showing courage when needed to change an immoral system. Pam Petry.